I'm Boris the Bee Guy from Forest Beehive Apiary in Central Maine. And this beautiful migratory bird is bobolink, whose numbers are declining sharply due to loss of habitat. Bobolinks need large open fields with tall undisturbed grasses for nesting, but modern conventional agricultural practices call for early mowing of such fields. This conservation area in Central Maine is called EarthSong. It has almost 600 acres of protected wildlife sanctuary, a peaceful natural refuge for the birds and for my bees. Here, just 10 miles from my main forest beehive apiary, there's also a diverse landscape of meadows and forests, clean running streams, and the abundant natural forage for the bees from early spring through late fall. No pesticides, no pollution. It's an ideal place to host my honeybees as naturally as possible, without conventional supplemental sugar feeding and without any treatments. Most of U.S. beekeepers, however, treat their bees with chemicals. Multiple studies by universities and by USDA show that leading modern chemical contaminants in conventional honey are not the ones from agricultural pesticides, but rather from the chemicals that the beekeepers themselves put into their beehives for treating their bees. As bees frequently move honey stores around throughout the hive, these chemical treatments inevitably spread, making it impossible to confine contamination to one area. Likewise, if bees are fed sugar instead of foraging 100% naturally, due to the bees' frequent redistribution of their honey stores, the sugar quickly mixes with real nectar stores, making it impossible to separate sugar and nectar-derived honey, which results in a sugar-mixed honey with diminished flavor and loss of nutritional richness. Without supplemental sugar feeding, I harvest far less honey, but it's full of flavor and genuine nutritive value. I never use conventional plastic foundation for honeycombs. The bees only build honeycombs naturally, with a combination of their own wax and propolis, which adds antibacterial properties naturally, diminishing the need to medicate the bees as in conventional beekeeping. Not using plastic foundation for honeycombs makes it easier for the bees to organize the internal set of honeycombs, for example for internal traffic or ventilation, just as they want it. They make their own set of holes by chewing through wax, but they cannot chew through plastic. And there's another problem with plastic and honey. As honey is slightly acidic, over time there's some leaching of plastics into honey. That's why I store harvested honey only in glass jars. The farther we go away from nature and from the way the bees naturally live in the wild and tree hollows, by using modern human-engineered materials and chemical treatments, the more harm we do to the bees and to the quality of their honey. Thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe.